up? This is the Corey Holcomb 5150 show. Monday night down here in Foxhole Live. And we getting ready to put it down, talk some shit. This week, we're going to go with this topic, goddammit. Underachieving women versus underachieving men. Who takes more away from society?
It's not too hard of a topic, of a question.
That's right. We about to put you underachieving bitches on blast.
Sorry.
Corey Holcomb, 5150 show. Be right back. Yeah, all right. We're about to heat it up. We're about to piss people off and make some people feel good. The Corey Holcomb 5150 show is an alternative way to vent and say all the stuff you want to say about the people that you really despise, but you need to get off with. Basically talk shit about women. And underachieving women do not get bashed in the media as far as I'm concerned.
I believe that.
Only
I
the
agree.
underachieving men. Because I have a situation where my cousin, he was his sister was trying to put him out because he lives in the basement. And it used to be their mom's place.
Oh.
So, when his mom passed on, the sister took over the place. And she act like it's her place. But really, she gets public aid and all that. And so she act like he shouldn't be there.
Does she have a couple of kids?
Yeah, she's got a couple of kids, by a couple of guys. That's the normal story.
And you throw him out in the street.
And she wants to put him out. And it was, it was their mom's place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only reason she has money to pay the bills is because of social services.
Social services, like different things, right? Kids and
right, and
maybe
no one,
an ex-husband.
On the news, no one speaks about this.
It is sad if you look at it. The majority of homeless are men.
Yeah.
I mean, what a real government aid do men ever get? Even when you get out of the service, they're pretty much screwed.
Once again, the topic today, underachieving women versus underachieving men. Who takes more away from society? Yeah, but you're not going to find a lot of homeless women, especially a lot of attractive homeless women.
Well, they're usually very mentally ill.
Yeah, that don't bother. It don't bother the dudes. If you are a decent-looking homeless woman, goddammit,
I don't know.
There's always a way to earn a meal. You won't be a hungry homeless woman. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, there is always something they can do.
Let's hit some of these phone calls. Big man from Tampa. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on with
Who do you think's worse?
Oh, man, I think these women is, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think these women is, man, because, that welfare got them stuck, man. They don't know how to act when it comes to the system, man. I know a shorty, man. She all fucked up in the game. She get a little food there. She act like she done hit the lotto every month. You know what I mean? Real talk is rough, man. They act like, they just act like they can live off of $600-700 a month. It ain't shit. So they kind of mess it up.
Exactly.
They get stuck in their ways, man. For real.
I agree. 100%. Thanks for the call. This is really a slam dunk topic, if you ask me.
It is. There's no way around it. And actually, it really touches close to home because my own mother, I don't have a relationship with her, but that was a huge turnoff, and I was even a little girl, and I can already see how awful of a thing she was doing. Because even back in the day, it was easier to get by using all these services that the government has. Now it's just a little bit, they've kind of put a little twist on things. You got little time limits, things like that, but still, it's they used to get away with a lot. I couldn't stand my mom. I literally ran away from home because I was just sick of her getting all this help, ripping my dad off, and I was like, you're not even helping me out, and that's supposed to be my child support.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's even easier now because, at one time, having a child just means you get more welfare money, but nowadays, when you have a child, you put someone like the dad. Most of the time it's the men. The woman winds up with the child. The men's name get put in a system that interferes with them getting a driver's license, a passport, and everything. So
and they might give them a time limit now on how long they can stay on it for a certain amount that they get for the child. But if the dad's not around, then they'll go and look for the dad and garnish his wages and so forth and all that. But these women just sit around, and it's just a huge, bad taste in my mouth.
That's right. You bitches beware. We putting you on blast today. We got a phone call from Vaughn in Atlanta. Vaughn, talk to us.
Yes, I have a comment that, well, really a rebuttal. One thing that really bothers me is that you have a lot of black women, especially like in Atlanta, the Houston area, LA, and even some in New York, where it's just like they feel that they're comfortable with having multiple children. They just say, well, I'm going to get a check, and then when tax time roll around, I'm going to use my kids to my advantage by letting other people claim my kids for additional money. Or you have some of them that want to live this lifestyle by doing video vixen and all this craziness, and they use like public domains to say, well, hey, if you fly me to this city, I'll be in your video, I'll sleep with you for a few dollars. And it's just like, this needs to come to a stop. And I mean, this is all races of women. This isn't just African American women.
Right, I agree. Thanks for the call. They well, what he said, he might
have had a video vixen turn him down or something. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, that happens because, like I say, the better they look, the harder they are to get.
Ooh, faster they will fall too, because some of them get twisted up and they think that they can use all that beauty and all that.
But yeah, I think like this. I think there's just a lot of underachieving women, even though they have underachieved their whole life, they still think you owe them something.
Yeah, I believe that. And
if you're in their company, they feel like, oh, you owe me something for me being around you. And it's amazing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You'll be like, you paying a car note on a 99 Thunderbird, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't owe you shit. I'm doing you a favor.
Come up with the best.
Your kids ain't never been to the movies in an up-to-date car.
That Thunderbird. Oh, God. Too bad drive-ins aren't open anymore, huh? Go ahead.
Brian in Texas, what's up? Talk to us.
What's up, Brian?
Yo, what's going on? I mean, I feel like any underachiever is like, a dick on a pole ain't worth shit. Them motherfuckers ain't worth shit. But specifically, a man that's an underachiever, that's really fucking bad. He's supposed to carry the family's name. He's supposed to be the breadwinner. Anytime a man doesn't do shit, he makes all things look bad. A woman can always use her sexuality. She can always spread her legs and suck a dick if she want to get ahead. But a man gotta hold it fucking down. You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely
feel him, but I do believe that if they made...
Thanks for the call, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. If they made the same things available to males, can you just imagine? I mean, I know they can't have kids, but just help in general. Can you imagine how many guys would really be slacking off? So I think these women are just taking the wrong kind of advantage of what's available.
Well, I say this about men. Men have to be chosen. So I just, it's really unattractive to talk shit about a dude who skeeted on your tonsils. I'm just putting that out there. You chose him, and you talk shit about him all day long. So what does that say about you?
That's true.
I'm just saying. Anyway, Terry from Georgia. Terry's a male, by the way. What up, brother?
Oh, not much. When you talk about some of these services people get, my grandfather, man, he bought 300 acres back in the 1950s, man. And when he tried to get government assistance, when he retired as a farmer, he couldn't get shit. And I got a sister, man. She got 4 kids. She could get everything she wants, and that's ridiculous.
It is.
See,
I mean, it's really ridiculous. Yeah.
And he was trying to do something real right, and look what happened.
Yeah, in the 1950s, a black man with 300 acres in Georgia, in South Georgia, that's tremendous. And he couldn't get nothing, not one penny.
Man, that's,
makes people
call.
do some crazy things.
Yeah,
thank you.
It's almost, it's like this. I think that this is not a coincidence that this happens. I think the more women who are undereducated and don't have to feel like they have to be responsible for themselves and what they do, the worse society is.
Right.
It turns into a hateful society.
Yes, and unfortunately, it just keeps breeding. It's like generations. And if you don't get away from that, man, it's just an ugly mess. It's just going to continue, really.
If you didn't had sex, all you young girls who listening, if you didn't had sex with more guys than you didn't turn in homework assignments, you are on the wrong path. Little whore. Anyway.
Or big whore.
Why he talking to them like that? At least I was the first one who said it, eh?
Yeah, there you go. Maybe they needed to hear it. Maybe
you heard you're a whore from Corey while you were young. When that bitter dude tell you, later on in life, he had bad intentions behind it. Don't listen to him. James from Michigan.
Some people might hear that and be happy. Like, he called me a whore just like Mama. What's up, James?
What up, Pippa? Y'all all right?
Oh, yeah. You know how we do.
He cracking up. What's funny, James?
My fault. Look, first of all, man, I got to tell you, man, Corey, I love your show. Man, I'm a fan. I'm glad you be keeping on point, man. Let these broads, they can't get away with shit. So I appreciate that, brother. And you right on that, man. It's way harder for a dude. We gotta stay on top of our stuff. They, like you said, like the lady said, they make it so easy for females. They can slack off and stuff. Not saying all sisters do, but they put it out there like that. And if you a brother, let's say you run into a situation where you between jobs, you need some assistance, you can't get it. You feel me? Or if you need just something on the real, like you say, because it's supposed to be there to help people. It ain't a crutch. It ain't a crutch, and motherfuckers use it for a motherfucking crutch all the time. That's why the game's fucked up now.
Well, it's supposed to be a crutch to get a leg up, but the thing is, they make it so easy that people just lay low on it and just get comfortable.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the call, but it's not. And I notice I keep hearing people say sisters or women of color in some way. It's not just women of color. Listen. There are girls who inherit wealth who basically are still negative, who put a negative impact on society.
Right, they choose not to do anything.
Paris Hilton, all this bitch do is get drunk and kick it all day. If she didn't inherit that money, she'd be a lot more accessible to the homies I know.
I heard that. No, yeah, you're right.
She got that paper, so she get the fuck who she choose
You're
to
right,
fuck.
yeah.
I'm always envious of women.
Lindsay, I mean, look at Lindsay. What's going to happen with her? She thinks she don't need any help. No, she just got out, and she thinks she don't need any help.
Oh, how long was she in jail?
9 days.
That's fucked up.
It's sick. How many?
13 days?
13 days, boo.
Hey, shit.
One to check in and one to check out, so take 2 off.
You didn't even have to get used to the food and shit. You can't get used to the food in 13 days.
Yeah, they scooted her right to rehab, but the thing is she kept telling them that she doesn't believe that she needs that. So she's still a mess.
I'll run into her. I'm gonna run that game on her. Roz from Maryland. Is this a lady, Roz?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, guy. Hey, what's up, Roz?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm a man. I'm doing all right. But I wanted to say, first of all, there's more women that abuse it, but men are able to get custody of their kids. Because like I was telling the other gentleman, I have custody of mine. But will they give me an assistance? No, they won't. They told me I can get out and go work.
Wow.
So, I'm busting the payments down. I'm on my way to Ohio, and I got to do what I got to do. So I got the nanny at home, and I'm out driving because they won't give me no assistance. So I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah, no kind of financial help. So
that's fucked up, man. You put them kids to work, get some taffy apples and sell them on the side of the road. Be like, your mama got us out here fucked up, shawty.
No, well, good for you. And you don't even have to say anything. Believe me, kids, they grow up, they're going to know. But he's doing right, man. Come on.
Thanks for the call. Anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
Kids grow up and they find out
Hell
their mom
you don't
ain't shit. But them years in between where you got to wait it out and let them figure it out.
Ooh, it's
so
just painful.
Frustrating.
Yep. You just want to tell, hey, ladies, call in. We haven't heard from a lady. What's up?
Yeah, all you truck driving bitches, make sure you call in. They like, fuck Corey Holcomb, that bastard. Well, we got to get ready to take a break. We'll be back. Topic today, underachieving women versus underachieving men. Who takes more away from society? Corey Holcomb, 5150 show. Yeah, Corey Holcomb, 5150 show. Now, we've been blasting the women on this topic, but I do want to talk about you underachieving men. Underachieving men, I think if a man is underachieving in his 30s, that's just who he is.
Oh, I can think of an all-time high, like all-time wrong one would be the underachieving guy mooching off of an underachieving woman. So, like, you got a dude that's laying up under a girl that got a bunch of kids, and he's just eating their, wick, and he's taking all their, their food.
Eating all their little wick, you say wick food?
Yeah, he eating all their wick, and, throwing barbecues off of her, that's messed up.
Yeah.
That's the worst I can even think of, because come on, really?
Some guys are content sitting up under a woman like that. And, you see this woman ain't got shit, but she got more than you, so you just sit up under her and...
Oh, we got one.
Take her shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a female caller?
Yes.
Well, let's see what she got to say. Ladies and gentlemen, the first female caller of the day. Give it up for Monica from Detroit.
What's up, Monica?
Nobody clapped for you, but what's up?
I did. What's up, Monica?
Hey, Corey and Darlene. I just wanted to comment on the topic with these men that are out here committing crimes, that are going to jail. They're not taking care of their families, and I just believe that they are the ones that are taken from society, not necessarily the women who are out here making baby. In a sense, they are, but if we have our men step up and be there for the women and the children, we wouldn't need the system, because they could take care of their children themselves. So that's just what I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you for that. No,
thanks for your comment.
no, but there are.
Still found a way to blame it on the motherfucker.
Trying to, bless her heart.
Reverse every fucking thing. Well, if you would have been on top of your shit, if I wouldn't have been on.
No, there are a lot of men that do that, but at the same time, we said the topic is which one do you believe?
Right,
right. It's
so,
taking more from society.
It is so predictable to have a woman say to you, "Well, if you would have been,"
because she's probably one of the ones.
It is the biggest turnoff in the world when somebody tries to act like something I did triggered you to be the failure you are.
Right. Gosh darn it. Thought we had a good one. I thought we had a woman.
I hate that. But she said she was from Detroit, so I had a feeling she was
Here we go.
Struggling ass predicament.
Detroit, man. That whole I was
Man,
out
you
there.
got grocery stores in Detroit no more.
The
They
whole
got to go
city, half
hunting
the
out
city
there.
is closed down. It's abandoned. Anyway.
That city
oh,
is
look,
gone.
we got one of our favorites.
Oh, yeah, we got my man on the phone, Black Ass Kenny from Memphis. What up, Black Ass Kenny?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Corey, I'm going to show you how a lot of these ignorant-ass niggas could bring this shit on themselves, man. I got this childhood partner, man. Childhood partner. He married this gal. Now, somehow this bitch that convinced him to adopt her son. This ain't even his child. Said, man, don't do that shit. She talking about what she want all of them to have the same last name. Man, he legally adopted the child. Long story short, they end up getting a divorce. Now this nigga, not only is he paying alimony, but he paying child support for a child that ain't even his, man. Now this bitch is working at Target, driving an Audi, man. And this nigga working 2 full-time jobs in a 1-bedroom apartment, man.
But that was a grown man that did that, though, right? See, that's what's really sad. Yeah.
No, but the system worked for her.
And wait, though, and she can still go get child support from the real dad. So that's it. Wow.
No, she can't. No, she can't. Because my brother. Thanks for the call, by the way, Black Ass
thank you, Kenny.
My brother, dumb lame
So even though he
ass,
legally adopted him,
did
she
that
can't go
same
after
sucker shit. He adopted this girl's daughter, and when dude got out of jail, the bitch left my brother, and now he's sending them a check every month.
For a kid, it's not his kid.
Dude has no obligation as far as it go financially to that child because my brother adopted
So
him.
your brother taking care of the kid's dad.
My brother's a sucker for that. I can't stand it. Won't nobody believe you my brother, motherfucker.
So once again, that was a move on another one. Well,
I knew that girl wasn't shit. I started to fuck her to fuck the whole shit up.
you started to, so you never accomplished that one.
It's just she was too toe back, but I knew she was gonna do him like that.
But you tried a little. That's
if I'd have
interesting.
fucked her, it would have probably fucked their relationship up, and he wouldn't be in that predicament.
Well, you should have followed through.
Cause she was gonna give me some pussy. She was like, "That was you on TV."
So it's all.
Like,
So your brother, call in. Where's Corey's brother? So he can blame you for.
Nah,
the
he
whole
ain't gonna call in. Mark, you too embarrassed. I don't blame you. Anyway, we got another. I think this is another female caller. It better be
from the West Coast.
Kiki from Los Angeles. This better not be no dude. Kiki.
Hey, what's going on? I'm going to
What's
tell
up,
you
Kiki?
exactly what it is. I live right next door to a Jackie and Paul, just trifling as they want to be. Basically, the dude, I guess I kind of can't blame him because he went to jail. You know, he's a felon. He can't do shit, but seem like he ain't nothing but a smart, dumb nigga. Just know how to clone weed plants and shit, but because he can't do nothing else better. So he has no choice but to be, like you said, basically a lowlife. But on her end, she prefers that because she's so don't want to be alone and afraid she ain't gonna have nobody. So it's just a vicious cycle, and these people approve of it. People with common sense like me, I'd be like, you got me messed up. But some people just, they don't see it no other way and don't see nothing wrong with it.
Well, probably because their parents did it, their uncles, aunties do it. I mean...
Yeah, coming from unstable homes, if you want to go smart, psychologically, unstable households, and they see their parents do this, or not having a daddy, the no daddy syndrome, and all that, they make that a vicious cycle.
Well, you're lucky if you get a kid out of that whole predicament right there that actually gets out of there and does something different.
Well, I think it's
tough.
a good thing, to be quite honest. By the way, thanks for the call, Kiki. I mean, losers, when you see two losers together, why do people hate on that union?
Right.
Losers need to be with losers.
Stick together, huh?
Because
Don't try
if
to come
you are
over.
a person out here trying to get something done and you got a loser with you, there's no way you can reach your potential just by having that loser in your presence.
That's true. Hold you down in the wrong way.
They will use a lot of times they use their frustration on the way their life is going as a weapon against you.
Well, and the old saying, miserable people like miserable company. So they're probably going to keep you. In other words, they see you succeeding, might not go for it. They might.
If you would have helped me fill out that Pell Grant paper, I would be able to do that. Your bum ass. Anyway, we got a name that our super producer wrote down. I don't know what the fuck that
Lorenzo, is. What is that? Lorenzo, I got it right.
That's a Z? What the fuck? That look like a Y.
Lorenzo.
That look like Lorenzo.
What's going on?
Lorenzo, what up from VA? What up, boy?
What's going on, Corey? What's going on, darling?
Hey.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think, like you said, old boy, that was talking about, his boy that married the girl and adopted the kids. I mean, he brought it on himself. But she played him. And the women, they take it and they find these weak-minded niggas that don't know no better, that, fall into their trap. They need to, wake up. Pussy's a dime a dozen. You can get it anywhere. But they want to fall into this trap knowing these girls calling something they love them. But, you take these females who feel like they got to live on the system. They got to break that cycle. It's like I was listening to Darlene talking about her mom. Okay, you broke the cycle. You didn't like it. You didn't want to live on it. So now you can't, you despise it. You broke the cycle. That's what these niggas got to realize. Just because your dad did it, your uncle did it,
you're not an underachiever.
Yeah, you can't live your life like that. You got to try to be better than that, and that's what's going to break the cycle. It's not trying to live off of get a check every month, whatever. I think it's like.
All right, motherfucker, goddamn! How long you gonna count with this bullshit?
But easier said than done. Like I said, easier said than done. You can go ahead and say you gotta break the cycle. I was just hella fortunate.
I'm fucking with you, Lorenzo. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, thank you for that.
That nigga was
It's easier for people to continue that though. It's harder for somebody to just sneak out. Stupid.
We don't. What we need to establish though. What makes you an underachiever? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're going to take this call, and while he's talking, we probably need to think about that, or have people thinking about it. What makes you an underachiever in society? You know what I mean?
Right.
Tyrone from Detroit.
Help us out, Tyrone.
Corey, my man, Corey.
What up,
How you doing, Darlene? Chilling. I got a partner back at home. I'm driving these trucks, but I got a boy at home. This nigga got 3 kids. All these kids, none of them his. What happened? His sister passed away. But she had 3 baby daddies, and none of them motherfuckers are stepping up to the plate. My boy at the crib taking care of all these fucking kids that's not even his and can't get no assistance from nobody.
Do they know her?
Yeah, they know she passed away. She had a little insurance money and stuff like that. She worked at the plant. But them motherfuckers, they ain't even pop their heads up to help take care of their kids.
And you can't legally go after their fathers?
He tried to, but he can't because he was never given custody or some kind of legal stuff. But it's a fucked up ass system.
But the kids can go after him. I mean, my sister did that. She went after her dad after 15 years and got about $30,000.
Or whenever thanks for the call, by the way. Or whenever he gets custody, the dude who's taking care of him, he can go after them. But that is some cool points lost in the streets when you are a dude who got child support on another dude.
Isn't that something?
That is not
never heard of that one.
I know you better have my check, motherfucker.
That is interesting.
That ain't no
Wow.
good shit to be on the one side of the courtroom while he on the other side of the courtroom talking about what he don't do.
Interesting movie.
He don't do shit for these kids, y'all.
I've been waiting for my child support check, and it's a dude in there. That is interesting.
That's fucked up.
Anyway, good luck to him.
I would not put another dude on child support.
But
I wouldn't put nobody on child support.
But isn't that unfortunate though? He's taking care of these boys or these kids and can't get any assistance.
I mean, that situation is different. That situation is
somebody that really needs the help, right?
Well, yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, she passed away, so him needing some help. Yeah, you know, I could see him reaching out to the guy and say, "Yo, man, I'm taking care of your kids." But I don't believe in child support.
No, I couldn't stand it. So when
I wouldn't let my wife put her daughter's husband on child support while they was with me. I was like, "Nah, y'all, we don't fuck with that."
Right.
I don't fuck with child support.
Right.
I feel like it's a way to bring down the community. It causes separation. They wasn't there when you was fucking them, so.
And now you want to get some little measly change.
Bring in these motherfuckers, act like they there for the child's welfare. It's not. It's a business. Child support is a business for the government.
And majority of the time, it's really a joke. Like your average person getting child support, it is really a joke. I couldn't believe one of my girlfriends, of course, I'm not gonna say her name, but
what's the bitch name?
Shut up. Anyway, but her and her husband, when she got with him, he has 3 boys, and she didn't like how much he was handing off to the baby's mama. Right, and so she ended up taking him to court, helping him take her to court and get that readjusted. And we were all sickened by it, actually lost a friendship by that, because I couldn't believe how much they were now making him give her with nothing. So in other words, he was giving her more at a decent...
So let me get this right. You was mad at the girl for helping her man get his order together.
Yeah, because that...
You're a hater.
Shut your... That is not... in other words, she was doing okay because he was actually giving her a decent amount. When she made him take it to court, they ended up making him give her less. And it literally, if you heard the amount, it was just dumb. It was like, why...
So why was you mad?
Because that's disgusting. Because I'm a mother, and there's no way that lady can help those kids. 3 boys with that.
You hate.
That was foul. How am I hating on that? That was wrong, Corey.
If a man... order is reduced is because his income does not reflect. Oh, because he didn't mind doing it.
No, he didn't mind giving her what he was giving her before. It wasn't hurting him.
Also, when you call in on this topic, if you just heard that story, let us know if you think Darlene is a hater for that shit she just said.
How am I hating on that? I think that was wrong. She should have did that.
I'm fucking with that bitch for helping him.
That was not helping him, please.
Who was it helping?
Those are his boys. How the hell do you think they're going to look at him?
Make sure you comment on that. That's good. Anyway,
that's whack. That's so whack.
We got to get ready to go to break. Make sure you comment on that when we come back.
Please.
Darlene is at war in this motherfucker. Corey Holcomb, 5150 show. Hating that.
Your boy going to come back and do something to you when he grows up.
Alrighty then. The Corey Holcomb 5150 show, and we are talking about underachieving women versus underachieving men. Who takes more from society?
And we have a comment from the audience.
Oh.
What happened? Hi, Corey.
Hey,
a comment or a question, something.
You can comment about whatever you want to, man.
My comment was about what you said as far as the fathers not having to be put on child support because it's a bad thing, or, you think they should step up. But I think it's done for a reason. If you've exhausted all avenues to trying to get this person, which is the father of your children, to take full responsibility, then you have to find another way. He shouldn't be allowed just to be free to make more mistakes and make more bad choices with more children. That's just my opinion.
No, that's a good opinion.
That's great.
But I just feel like if someone's not married to you, they don't owe you nothing. You open your ass for a reason, and to run to the courthouse and try to get them to regulate what he does with his check. And a lot of women, they have babies by married men. It's like there is no order.
Okay, but the man wasn't involved in that? I mean, you always make it sound like the lady just immaculate conception. I mean, I don't get it. He had something to do with that, too. So what the hell? He could just run away?
Yeah, but the courthouse didn't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but it's quid pro quo, something for something. And so you're getting something out of it, and he should be getting something, too, which is paying his portion.
What is he getting out of it?
He got that ass, remember?
And too bad he didn't take care of what he didn't want. He should have watched it.
I'm glad you said that, because
he should have covered his ass then.
That backs up my point that when women have sex with you, they think they giving you something. They don't look at it as a fair exchange.
Oh, that's
and it's really an awful thing, in my opinion. It's a fair exchange. Women need men. Men need women.
Yeah.
Women run to the enemy of everybody and get them to regulate
But by
what
now,
happens to
but,
the men
but by
afterwards.
now, men should already get it. Hello? Look, if you men have that choice, okay, look, I don't think you should have that baby. Too bad, sucker. You're going to run into the wrong woman who's going to say, no, I'm having this kid, and there you are. Want.
No, what I think
What the hell? Y'all, see, you always keep putting it on the woman. Why don't y'all just watch it?
It's a lot deeper than that. It's called nature. People have, there are things that people do. It's just part of human nature.
Okay, so then you're going to cry after the fact.
And evil people set up a way to prey off that because they know women, basically diamonds are a girl's best friend.
And
so for money, you can get women to do just about anything. And I could prove that. I know a homeboy of mine, he rich. And he gets all kinds of women to do all kinds of things, and they have no problems doing it.
So you're saying the men are just prey, period?
Yeah, we're prey.
Oh, boo-hoo.
We're prey.
Boo-hoo.
It's the best way to make money. I mean, of course there are people who would disagree with that.
See, we have somebody that's making a comment. Come on, I heard
Please
it.
comment. Please comment.
I heard something.
If you want to comment, raise your hand.
Come on.
Lines of what? Lines of full take calls. Okay, well we'll take some calls, but we talk shit to the audience here too.
Uh-oh, I heard something. Help me out.
Another Lorenzo. Oh shit, that was a popular name back then. Lorenzo from Houston.
Hey, what's up, Corey, darling? Hey, listen.
What up, man?
Hey, look at me. I'm going to call bullshit on Darlene, that first female caller, and that woman in the audience. Listen, man, it ain't no man's fault. You don't have to send no man in the court. I know there's guys that pay child support without going through the court, and the women still go down there and collect those pennies from the warehouse, whatever, and then once they get found out, they don't say, well, woman, you was receiving money from this guy. They'll make the guy turn around and pay back money on top of the money he was already giving the woman. So I gotta call bullshit on that. You know, and like I say, men like this, you know, we don't take care of our business.
He's so
it took two people to make that baby. Okay? If you got all the power to say, I'm gonna abort it, I'm gonna keep it, if you can't afford a baby, you shouldn't have that baby. Like when I got my house, I didn't base that on my wife's income and mine. I based it on my income. So if you feel like a woman feel like she can't take care of a child on her own, you know, hey, don't sit up here and have a baby. And then Darlene Ford, your friend, though, you know, that man was gonna do what he was gonna do regardless. You know, like I say, he was already probably giving her extra money on top of what he was already paying. You know what I'm saying?
So how many kids that you have that you help or don't help?
Oh, hey, whatever. No, I feel your point, brother. Thanks for the call. One thing he did say in the beginning, that happened to me with my daughter. I tried to sit down with my daughter's mom, and I was like, yo, so Kayla's getting older. It's going to cost more money to take care of her. Let's try to think of something and get it together. She chose to work with the courthouse rather than work with me.
Okay, well, that's different, see, but that was awfully noble of you there, Corey.
It wasn't me trying to do something that I felt for her benefit. It's just it's my daughter. But what happens now, she gets money from, you know, me sending it in to the people at the courthouse, and then they take their little fee and they issue it out to her. And she's one of those parents that basically has Gucci purses and all that stuff, but my daughter looks tacky.
No.
All my daughter's nice clothes come from me buying her nice clothes.
And your daughter doesn't, really?
Yeah, my daughter was 13 years old wearing her grandmother's coat and boots in the wintertime. And I was like, that is so uncalled for.
Okay, see, now that's kind of interesting that you just said that about your daughter and the mom and everything and how the mom has Gucci. So what I was trying to say was with that guy, I don't have a problem, my friend's soon-to-be husband or whatever, him helping his children. In other words, I put my financial sacrifices on the back burner so that my kid can be...
Well, there's not a lot of mothers out there like that.
Well, that's what that dad was trying to do with his sons.
If you don't regulate how that money is spent, Louis Vuitton and Gucci is going to make a lot of money off these knucklehead bitches.
That's why me and my kid, we talk about it. But your daughter's old enough now, so she don't see that. Does she have a relationship with her mom?
Yeah, she has a relationship with her mom, but when she figures out everything that happens, as she has figured out already,
Right.
because her mom tried to act like I wasn't sending money.
See, I ran away because I was turned off on my mom's
I sent a copy of all of the checks that I was like, your mom said I don't send money.
Yeah.
So when she saw the copy of all the checks, her mom was stuck. She didn't have anywhere to go with it. So it's just the thing about it.
It's sad. It's sad that you had to go that way, but
society is set up to not reprimand the immoral woman, and there's a lot of immoral women
taking the wrong advantage of it. I know it.
Taking advantage of everything.
Right.
They pussy as a weapon of mass destruction.
And they're just grinding out these poor kids, and they just end up becoming lost souls, and it's just sad. No recovery.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got somebody. What is it? A comment in the audience? We got a comment in the audience. Where are they at? Right here. Oh, here we go.
Well, I'm a physician, and I'm a DWA. That's a doctor with an attitude.
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
will you please just state your height, first of all?
Well,
no, we have to say that.
I'm kind of like 5 feet tall.
Right, okay.
Or less. Okay. So, I have a question, okay?
Do
when
you,
a girl goes to work, she kind of goes to work and shows up on time. And she kind of doesn't make too many comments, but she does what she's supposed to do, and someone tells her what to do, and she does it very well, extremely well, really, because she's punctual, and she really does it on time and does what she's supposed to do, completely. And she does it better than a man, really, absolutely. You have no point about that, correct? She does it better than a man, right? Better than a man.
Does what?
Everything, her job, right? Better than a guy.
Are you a doctor for real, Mama?
For real. I'm a doctor for real. Right? Like this. On the Bibles, like the Bibles. But when she comes home, it's a different story, completely. She will say whatever she wants, come home whenever she wants, say what she wants, but tells the guy everything, what to do. Why? Why?
This motherfucker crazy.
Corey, are you punking me, Corey?
What is he talking about?
I'm lost.
What is he saying?
The guy has no chance or no say in anything.
Oh.
Are you just talking about like just a couple?
When she's at home, it's a different story. When she's at work, she's very quiet, she's punctual, she does exactly what she's told. But at home, when she's at home, everything is completely backwards.
Okay, you say you get it, Corey.
No, I get it, because especially in his situation, this gentleman is probably about 5 feet tall. So I know your woman try to fight you.
You know what?
I know she gonna try to fight you. Women size you up just like in the streets. And she was like, I'll beat his ass. You're a little guy, everybody. You have to see this little motherfucker.
Bless his heart. You know what, Corey?
Fuck that.
We got our
We're gonna get to you in a second.
Yeah.
I have a specialist on the line.
Jeez Louise.
This is one of my specialists. He's basically, I look at him as he works for the show.
He does have a nice point of view from the streets.
My man, Low Life. Talk about it, brother.
What's up, Low?
Hey, look here, man. This whole show tonight is about my sister, man, and let me explain this whole situation, you know what I'm saying? You know, growing up, I knew she was the town slut, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you how it's showing now, because she got 4 children by 4 different niggas now, and she stayed by herself in a little private, you know what I'm saying? And the bitch don't, I mean, if you write an application around that whole, it's like kryptonite or something to her, you know what I'm saying? The bitch ain't such a dog, you know what I'm saying? Every kind of government assistance that they giving out, she own the shit off the top, you know what I'm saying? You know, she's selling the food stamp, she working the child support system, you know what I'm saying, and all that. And the bitch don't have no shame about calling the bar this or bar that, you know what I'm saying? And then she always gets some nigga that goddamn bust her head every 2-3 weeks. Then she want to call you, you know what I'm saying, to come save her, you know what I'm saying, with that bullshit. Bitch, I ain't got shit to do with that shit, you know what I'm saying? You sorry, he sorry, so go on over there. I hope he can't kill your ass right now, and it's your shit.
Low Life. Hey, man, thank you. Thank you for that perspective.
We didn't get his sister's first name.
We don't need it. All I got is Low Life sister.
He said, this is about my sister. Dedicated.
We ain't got to put her name out there.
No,
Low Life, thanks for the call always. Please
Low Life.
call in every time, please, brother. Are we gonna take this comment before the break, or we gonna take the break?
Okay.
We got a couple of comments. There's a couple of women in the audience looking fired up like a motherfucker. I got my bodyguard nigga in here, so I ain't worried about this shit. What are you now? Anyway, we getting ready to take a break. We'll be back. Corey Holcomb, 5150 Show. Pete.
Oh my gosh.
All back. I know I'm probably in trouble. Boy, you should see some of these ladies are finding this humorous, but some of these girls rolling their eyes that they look at them and Mace.
Well, talk. You got a chance to express yourself. Talk. But we do have someone in the audience. Is it a question, comment? Hi, how are you?
Question, comment. I'm not sure which one. I'm a little confused. I don't really know what an underachieving woman is exactly. It almost sounds like an oxymoron to myself.
Well, I was looking at your outfit. Well, go ahead. Never mind. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Now, I also don't think it's fair to compare women who historically have always made less than men to men, and especially women who are taking care of their kids and maybe on government support, to men who may have jobs but go home and play video games all day, or, you know, go drive their Hummers and drain the environment, or, you know, just, I feel like it's really not even comparable. So can you define what an underachieving woman is for me first?
I don't have a problem with the woman that is actually using the public assistance in the right manner. So I guess it would be breaking it down to a person who's using it in a complete wrong manner.
I can break down an underachieving woman.
Like abusing it and not doing much of anything.
An underachieving woman is a woman who has had more than 4 different dicks in her pussy.
Here we go. Here we go.
Damn, I have pissed off literally every woman here.
Good luck tonight, Corey. Good luck. Good luck.
They all hate me. What's wrong with Thor?
Oh. No, that's the way.
No, I guess, like, if you're asking me what an underachieving woman is, it's something that's obvious. If you don't know what an underachieving woman is when you see her, just like if you don't know what an underachieving man is when you see her. What you said is really predictable about guys. You say somebody driving a Hummer, burning a lot of gas, using the environment. If he's driving a Hummer, he's got some money. Hummers cost money.
So it's if somebody's broke, then they're underachieving. You're saying the woman who's broke trying to raise her kids is underachieving.
Well, how about broke but not trying to make anything out of that? In other words, you're going to stay broke. You're not trying to accomplish much of anything. Well, that's my version.
No, what I'm saying is a woman who has multiple children, and it's been 10, 15 years where she's basically in the same position she was in 10, 15 years ago, I would consider that an underachiever.
Okay, I would definitely then say men drain it more because they could be supporting those women who are in the same place. And I feel like these men are so free to go around, and yes, it is stereotypical, drive their Hummers, but they're playing video games. That's not stereotypical.
I've heard that word twice today. Men are free. I think women have a problem with men who just go and do what they want to do. Is he free? That motherfucker ain't got to be in ball and chain. I've heard it twice. I'm just saying, do you hear this? Wow. Fellas, think about it. When you try to leave your house without letting your girl know where you going, she makes a big deal out of it. They have a problem with you doing what the fuck you want to do.
It might have been a little personal. I don't know. She didn't elaborate too much on it.
I listen to people when they talk. I want to bring on one of my experts, my brother. He's on the line, Mr. Preacher Moss. Preach, will you please give a little insight
yes,
on what's
please.
going on here, brother?
I think, Corey, Darlene, good evening. I think when you talk about underachieving, man, it really comes down to intent. Like when you have children, what's your intent for your children? Or, you know, when you're in a relationship, what's the intent for that relationship? And a lot of times people get in with absolutely no clue, no goals, and tend to see it as, I'm going to go with the flow, without understanding, you know, flow has repercussions, particularly children. And I think, you know, when you talk about underachieving, you have to look at people's actions. You know, it's like you can have a conversation with somebody, and you've all been in a situation where a minute into it, you're talking, you know, how can I get out of this conversation? You know what I mean? And I think it's the same thing in relationships. You know, a guy will be with a woman will be with a guy, and they have absolutely no core values in common, and sit around really thinking this is going to work. And they complicate the situation by having kids. They didn't have any intent for that relationship, you know. So a lot of times it boils down to if you couldn't make it on that level, how are you going to make it on this other level? And I think that kind of really defines, what successful is or what achievements are. I think the word, Corey, is not underachievers, but really the scope of achieving. What are you trying to achieve? You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, in some societies, people are basically the person you're going to be with is chosen for you. And in this society, you pick who you want to pick, and most people pick what they find attractive. That's the number one standard when it comes to picking their partner in this society. And the result of that is a whole lot of women talking about men are free. Having a problem with that. Social services being taken advantage of.
But I piggyback on something you just said, though. I piggyback on something you said. It's something Darlene said a while back. You make a very valuable point about people pick what's attractive to them, but they don't pick what's sustainable. You know what I mean?
Right.
They just don't pick what's sustainable, and I think that's the problem. When you talk about social services isn't meant to be there forever. I mean, really, the scope of it goes back to really the Great Depression era, where you had the breakdown of the modern family due to, economics. You're talking about people who couldn't afford to be in a house because there just wasn't enough food, there wasn't enough assistance. For the African-American family, it was crazy because we didn't get it anyway. And then when we finally got it, there were so many restrictions. You really had bylaws that said that if you were a woman getting support, the man couldn't stay in the house. And, that's kind of carried over.
We got to wrap it up, Moss, but that was something that you brought up, because I remember back in the day I watched this movie named Claudine, and, because she was getting welfare, she couldn't have her man in the house, and James Earl Jones had to sneak in the closet. Listen, this is shit we can talk about on another show, but
that's right. But they
just switched the way they do it. That's all it is. Thanks for the call, Bree.
Thank you for that.
So did we have something in the audience?
Somebody in the audience, right? Question, comment?
What was that?
Is that what you said?
Did they freeze up?
Uh-oh, somebody gave up. Anyway, but that was not, he hit the nail on the head when he said intent. What was your intent?
And the intent, when you meet people, a lot of times, especially in club environments, guys, I think I can speak for every man in here.
Yeah.
It is to fuck. It is not to be tied up with you in no situation other than on top of the bed. That is the only tied up they want to be in. And then, let's say like a child or something comes from the situation. This adds to underachieving in society, because women talk about guys ain't taking care of the kids. He has no connection to you or the kid. Now, that doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't.
But it does make it harder to write a check to a bitch and a child you don't give a fuck about.
Right. You chose the person who was going to father your kid. You did choose him.
I'm just saying, like, people might say I'm wrong for that. But it's hard sending little Billy a check and you don't even know this little motherfucker.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine that.
Oh, we got a comment in the audience.
Okay, it's Hoshea. What happens with the single fathers? I don't hear y'all talking anything about single fathers.
You weren't in here earlier, Hoshea, because there was a couple of them. No, that's okay. There was a couple of them that called in speaking on that because it was unfortunate because they don't have the same opportunities to get help like a single mother.
Single fathers got it rough.
They got it really bad. Yeah.
It's discrimination. I was a single father for 23 years, and I went through some stuff. I tell a lot of sisters, I walk in your shoes. But they're discriminating based on you being a man.
Yeah, that's
and then
terrible.
you having a male child, you can't get certain places because you got a male child. And then the relationship is screwed up with another woman because she's figuring she's slated by the child. So
we're gonna do a show on that, single male fathers.
Yeah, the struggle behind it, because I do know a lot of fathers that actually have full custody of their kids.
And I don't see why they would. It seems like you're a single male father, you would be able to get help as far as it goes with social service quicker than a woman, because women can make extra money with their body.
Here we go, boy.
I'm just putting that out there because they do.
Go somewhere real nice with that.
I want everybody in here.
What, Bobby just gave you a thumbs up.
Let's go on a field trip tomorrow. Let's go to the WIC office right over there on Slauson, or what's that street? I'm sorry, it ain't Slauson. It's
There's a bunch of them. I don't know which one you're talking about. The one
Well,
over
I
here
get my hair cut right next to this one wick office, and a lot of women pull up in luxury cars getting their wick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying, I know they got to be getting a little money on the side doing something else, because I can tell by their shoes and hairstyle they ain't educated.
Well, no. But I do know. No, I do know a lot of friends of mine back there. No, you're right. Don't you know a lot of people that take advantage of the system? It kind of disgusts me, but I've known so many people that take advantage of it like that. In other words, they've got all kind of aliases. I'm thinking, how can you be proud? Why are you proud of that? That is so gross.
Well, it does feel good to get money, like when you beat somebody out of money, and they feel like they beating the system out of money when they get a check for $200.
But you really need that. Like, I know people that are literally living, like, large.
$200 is a lot of money to some folks.
Just because she's not married to him, she's using. I'm like, oh, how the hell are you proud of going to get an extra $200 and y'all living like this? Wow.
I want to say to all of the women who don't use their body to make extra income, don't be offended with me, and I think you are making a mistake. If you have slept with a certain amount of men, you should just say, fuck it, put a little period of your life together where you hustle your body so you can catch up on them credit cards and shit you owe for.
You talking about rack
up. If you need
up,
help coordinating that, just give me your number after the show and we can set it up for you.
What's your cut? What's your take?
I'm fair. I'm not a pimp. I'm just.
What's your APR fee?
I'm sort of like a social service worker in that.
Oh my God!
Because the All-Star Game is coming to L.A. this year, and I can help you pay off some of them bills in that weekend.
And what's sad is you'll probably get a couple of clients.
That's not sad. Those are women who are willing to get up out of the situation they're in.
Oh God! And you're gonna be crying about that one too, as if she pops up pregnant. Like, there she goes. Don't go.
I'm not gonna sleep with them. I'm gonna show them how to have protected sex and get paid for it.
Well, yeah, and you think that the guy she's going to have sex with...
Some of these girls can get paid, but they don't know how to ask for money, so they hope for money. I'm going to show you how to get the money. That was some cold shit right
Yes,
there.
it was. Oh, my God.
We got to get ready to wrap this shit up, y'all. Thanks for tolerating me, sensitive women, and all the women who think I'm funny. I know.
Feel sorry for him, that's all.
I'm Corey Holcomb, 5150
Peace.
Book that.